Okay, my B. Don't know what the fuck that was about. Luckily, nothing has actually happened, but yeah, OBS just decided to fucking close on me randomly. So, but yeah, So for whatever fucking reason, uh, I cannot get Ducky's stream to work. I want to say it has something to do with like the YouTube link, but like it basically won't let me pick um it won't let me pick a quality, and then because it won't let me pick a quality, it doesn't open the stream. So for whatever fucking reason, that's just a thing. But yeah. But as I was saying before, just been listening to a lot of liquid drum and bass mixes, so that's what I'm gonna be listening to here. Just kind of been helping out with my psyche and getting through things here in life. So, but yeah, haven't really touched this game in like 2 months. Just like with everything that was like going on in my life, and then the drastic change that did come with that. Like, yeah, this was kind of like the absolute last thing that I was fucking trying to deal with. So, this definitely won't be the beginning of me streaming again. This is just kind of a one-off thing, like simply because somebody asked me to. So yeah. But although if OBS crashes again, I definitely am not going to continue because I don't know what the fuck that's about. Like that was just so random, it just like fucking crashed. But looks like we're just waiting on uh DT to figure out what they want to do with their strategy and whatnot. NC seems to be all set. So, but yeah, this isn't a return for me at all. I don't foresee myself streaming uh consistently or semi frequently anytime soon. Just too much stuff going on in my life and how I have to live it at the current moment in order for me to actually do that. So, um, yeah, it's been a rough old time for your boy KuroJet here. So, Masters has switched from Coco to Cortex instead. So, all right, here we go. Goodness gracious, Masters' stream is quite far behind. Let me see if I can rectify that real quick. Alrighty, here we go. So, Moscow on Dingo Dial. Again, it's been like fucking forever since I've like really like played and taken this game like seriously. So, I don't know if Moscow has like started like maining Dingo Dial or anything like that. Uh, but he does get the kill on Orman. Not particularly sure what happened there, but Orman just goes ahead and takes the L here on B Gems. 30% boost over on NC side. However, they have taken the lead with a 101. So, but Orman's still gonna fight over B Gems here. But DT is going on and scoring. They did get their own 30% boost, and Moscow's probably nope. Okay, he does drop a fridge, but the fridge does get taken out. Orman does get taken out by Moscow again, and then Ducky's gonna go ahead and finish the remains and take out Moscow. So Dre going on and getting some early scores over on NT side, so that is definitely a thing that is going on here. So I am actually curious if that is because, you know what, it probably is. Hold on. It probably is. YouTube takes up an abhorrent amount of memory, so I would not actually be surprised. All right. Nightbot it is. All right. But yeah. Anyway, the fight for Blues beatdown seems to almost be over. NC only needing 3 more, but needing 10 on what you call it side. Goodness gracious. Okay. All right. So yeah, Blues beatdown does get gotten by NC. So they will go ahead and take up the advantage on that. I'm trying to get some fucking music up on here. Sorry about that. 30% boost on NC side. And will they take advantage of it? We do have a guard down. We do have a guard down from DT to try to stop the scoring a little bit, but the guard will get taken out. 70% boost on NC side. They do take the lead, going 7. Oh, okay, and 901. Excuse me. All right. Sorry for the lack of music for a second, but yeah. Anyway, I just decided to put Nightbot on because yeah, my fucking computer is definitely not as not powerful enough for this. But we do have some team scoring from NC here. Guard comes out, and Orman's gonna go ahead and take the L there. They're gonna get in a good little amount there. NC going to 940. DT still kind of holding their own, 754 on their side. Masses dropping some pianos, although that was definitely a ghost piano. I did not see that shit land. I just realized that Orman is actually on garbage dump, so that I want to say that maybe Ducky on Alora's on. No, that definitely doesn't sound. Well, no, that actually could be a thing, but no, Ducky's not on Spyro. So, somebody else on what you call its team is on Fridge. I was trying to look at it on Masters' screen, but he was kind of flipping in and out. Six for Blues beatdown on DT's side. Not sure if they're really okay. Actually, they will go ahead and get it. I spoke too soon. Masco gonna go ahead and die there. Massis gets rid of the what you call it on the enemy bank pretty quickly. But now he's gonna have to deal with three people trying to score all at once. And yes, DT will go ahead and take the advantage, going to 1,015. And yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Yeah, Dre's gonna go ahead and take out Orman on the gems there. But his teammate Haley does come over there and flip the gems as well. So yeah, they will actually go ahead and get those anyway. 30% boost on each side. And DT is in the lead currently. Moscow doing a little bit of fighting here with the Spyro. Ducky doing a little bit of harassing with the tornadoes. Making, yeah, trying to make space here. And yeah, Moscow's going to have to fall down and back off. And I think he just, the fuck just happened to him? Who did he die to? All right. The Coco on DT's team has the fridge. So yes, the Coco BB Pinks has the fridge. All right. So DT does have a about a 300 Wumpa lead here. About maybe 250 or 260 if you want to be like pedantic, but it is still yeah, it's still up. Massis trying to get B gems, but getting harassed by Ducky. Trying to get the kill on Ducky while also moving the camera angle quite a bit. But Massis actually did do his job, and that was leading Ducky away from B-Gem so his team could flip it. But the problem is, yes, DT will go ahead and get this Blues beatdown, and Blues beatdown on DT's bank will go ahead and go down due to the efforts of Moscow and Massis at the same time. We got a minefield out here from Ducky, trying to help her team score, but Moscow's going to go ahead and die, and so will Massis. So this is free scores for DT here. They're going to go ahead and score, and it's going to be 1371. They are slightly running away with this. 40% boost on their side, by the way. Moscow and Massis is going to go back to the enemy bank to try to stop the scoring just a little bit. Yeah, they are kind of hemorrhaging Wumpa at this point. And there is a lot going on. Yeah, DT has decided to put the pressure on. DT has decided to put the pressure on, but because of that, Orman has abandoned the bank for a little bit, allowing them to get some free scores in. But they are now back on the bank to watch that. Moscow's still trying to deal with the stragglers that are left on the bank. It was just Pinks, and that's going to go ahead and fend that off. So Moscow dealing with the Pinks, and yep, okay. The Vacpool is going to go ahead and take care of that. Going to get rid of the fridge. All right. Power drain out on ally team for NC. I believe that was Massis that dropped that. Yes, Massis has the power drain. Massis is getting kind of ping-ponged around here. Probably will die to Ducky in these tornadoes if can't find a fridge or at least get away. But does seem like he gave him the slip. Yeah, he did give him the slip. He's not gonna die now, but I don't think he doesn't have the HP in order to like commit. But yes, he will go ahead and die to BB Pinks, if I'm not mistaken. No, Hey Frank, excuse me. But this is looking like a wrap. Yes, they so DT will go ahead and get the Blues beatdown, and they are about 200 away from wrapping this up. So this may just be the end if they make one coordinated push here. Guard does come down on NC side in order to stop this. And Guard's going to come down on DT's side on their own bank in order to try to close it out. But it does not happen. They are short about 32? 32, excuse me. And yeah, there it is. All right, so DT will go ahead and take we'll take this with a what is that, 680 differential. So all they do is score. They score 681. They just win the game. as it is a differential war. So, all right. All right, so NC gonna go ahead and pick up their host here. It's gonna be Joel host, which is probably about as fair as a host as you can fucking get since it's engine. All right, so getting this set back up. Again, DT only needs a score of 681, and they just kind of win they just win the point here. So, or excuse me, not 681. Or what the fuck is wrong with me? 1321. Jesus Christ. NC on the other hand needs to keep the differential below that while winning. Below the 681. So they can actually have a score of that point. But they gave themselves a bit of time. 1320 isn't bad, but DT has actually gotten really good at making really, really strong pushes. Because after they got in the lead with that game, they kind of just ran away with it. So we shall see if that is what's going to happen here in game 1-2. All right, a little desynced here, but I'm not gonna stress over it. All right, so we're doing the same thing we were doing in game 1-1. I don't know why fucking Orman's stream is like acting up like that, because it's definitely not my internet. Fucking yeah, Orman's gonna go ahead and take the L here to Moscow, and B Gems will be secure. Yes, okay, so 40% boost for NC here. They already have 75 on the board. They're still fighting over these gems. I have no clue why the fuck Orman's stream is doing this. That shit is actually having like... Orman trying to fight over A gems here, but I don't think he's gonna get out of this alive with the Dingo Dow, Cortex, and a Fridge there. Yeah, he's definitely gonna die. All right, so NC seems to want to secure these gems. I think they're going to get a 70% boost for another 45 seconds. Yes. So they're going to try to push the advantage here. DT will not get C gems. Okay. All right, yeah. So NC going to lock in here and try to get some scores in while they have this 70% boost and try to get up to that 1321 threshold. You know, kind of quickly. But Moscow is going to go ahead and die to Ducky. But NC has not, DT has not scored anything at all. Does look like they're trying to get, they're trying to get Blue's beat down here. NC only needing 5 now. They kind of dropped in a ton. 530 on NC side. And, yeah, Hey Frank's going to go ahead and get taken out by Moscow. Oh, this could go really, really bad if, bro, I think, Orman's internet is, like, actually having, like, a spaz attack. Moscow going to go ahead and die. And actually, DT does manage to get their relics in and take the Blues beat down, even though NC only needed 5. And they're going to go ahead and score with this. 30% boost is, goodness gracious, Orman, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, that's definitely not my internet. That is something going on with his stream. That is so fucking weird. Like, the shit's, like, rewinding and shit. What the hell? Moscow gonna go ahead and die trying to get rid of this Blues beatdown with the minefield around it, and that's a yikes. So, Mastis, on the other hand, can't seem to get in. Yeah, he's having, okay. Now Mastis' stream is doing it. Okay, so now I am tempted to think it's my fucking net. But with, like, Moscow's stream is trying, so kind of weird. Either way, from what I can see, DT is actually getting some score on the board with this 70% boost. So that the Blues beatdown actually did help them try to get their footing back just a little bit because they were getting pushed back. But NC is over halfway to that 1320 mark that we were talking about. Yo, Orman stream is freaking out right now. Like, completely. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Let me see here. Let me see if I can restart Orman stream. Alright. Masters' stream is also fucking losing its shit. So. Okay. Alright. Blues beatdown is back out. It does look like, yeah, NC in the lead with it, only needing 10. Now 6. Now, if they get this Blues beatdown, they might just close it out here. Or not close it out, but make it really, really difficult. Ooh, okay. Ducky's gonna go down gonna go down there to Moscow, and NC only needs 3 relics here. Moscow trying to get the 3. He does have the 3, and there it is. Okay, Blues beat down on NC side. Oh, this might be a team wipe. Okay, the Blues beatdown is definitely getting... Okay. All right. I have no clue how many people just died on enemy team. Okay, 3 of them have died on DT's side, so that's actually like a lot of Wumpa score because there's just no resistance whatsoever. NC at 1200, 1212, or excuse me, 1202. Only needing about 100, yeah, 120 more in order to make it so NC, or excuse me, DT needs to just win the match. And there it is. Okay, so they just got over the threshold. So yeah, DT's gonna have to win this match now. But given what's going on, I'm not sure if they can really stop this. And Moscow gets fucking Kapuna. Wow, oh my god. Okay, Massis still putting in work with Cortex, even though like his stream is super choppy. And same with Orman. I literally am so fucking lost on why the fuck. Let me see something. Alright, let's hone in on Moscow for a little bit, only simply because, like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but Moscow stream is not being choppy, so. Moscow actually opting to just kind of put in the work for his team here and trying to help them score, knocking them away while they have a 70% boost to try to end this game. Guard does come down for DT, or excuse me, NC. 70% boost is out, so the score will not get that boost, just a little too slow on it. Stalled just enough. Orman does go down to Moscow. And Moscow is still just fighting. All right. DT will go ahead and get the Blues beatdown. Moscow having no HP here and having to back off. He does get the fridge at the last second. And he's just going to wait over here for a little bit, which is fair. Let's check out Orman. All right, so Orman is on his bank, trying to get some, and almost fucking bomb buffers. Love that. He does save himself though. His team is going to try to get some scores in, but okay, Joel's gonna go ahead and get taken out by Orman, so that's a thing. DT does get does get some Wumpa on the board. Orman almost dead. Also, he's having the invisible bomb glitch. I want to assume that's due to the ping and lag. Dre gonna get taken out by Orman. Masses gets taken out by Orman. Double kill. Okay. And he's trying to help his team get some scores in the meantime. Gonna have to cannon back up. His team does have a 30% boost here. All right, Moscow's here now, and Orman's gonna go ahead and get taken out. That could spell disaster. All right, let's check out Massis. Massis over on the other bank helping Moscow out with blocking. Gonna flip B-Gem and then just kind of run off, not really trying to cap it. All right, he's gonna cap it now. But he does have to deal with BB Pinks here, but Dre is there to help him out with that just a little bit. All right, Pink's gonna go ahead and dip off. And then Dre's gonna cap the last gem. We do got the Minefield Allura jumping out. All right, Ducky trying to harass Massis, and Ducky actually will go ahead and do that. DT putting in tons of relics here. Let's go back to Orman's POV. They only need 7, and there's none put in on enemy side. Okay, so DT will go ahead and pick up this Blues beatdown. They have a lot to do here, especially NC needing having a 70% boost. Moscow gonna go ahead and get rid of the Blues beatdown on DT's bank. And Orman trying to help his team score a little bit, and they do, but Orman's gonna take a L for it. They still need to be careful. Yep, there's 163 going in on NC's side with that 70% boost. I mean, they definitely have to be careful here because they just need to win the game in order to actually do this. Guard does come down on DT's side. Dingo Dial will go ahead and get taken out here. Ducky gonna drop Minefield alongside the guard for complement. for compliments. The guard will go down. Joel's still doing his best to block here. All right, Moscow is back now. Orman having a little bit some placement issues, probably due to ping. He's trying to keep his team from getting interrupted by the fucking engine. But all right, someone just scored on NC side, so that is we're definitely getting a little bit closer here. They don't have full grade yet, but it is getting pretty close. They need 120 in order to win this game. And I was gonna say, Spyro could definitely deposit that if they don't pay attention to him, but that is no longer Spyro's Wumpa capacity. Spyro's Wumpa capacity is 100. Thanks, Toys for Bob. All right, just got a fucking bot. Cool. Ban. Anyway. Yeah, so they only need about 29 now NC to win this game. So they have to block literally every bit of Wumpa that can possibly come this way. So NC may be just doing a push here. Let's go check out Moscow's POV. Moscow's still on the actual enemy bank. I think he's dealing with someone invisible. BB Pinks, it looks like, yes. Moscow might just get the fucking Wumpa and just have to go put it in himself, but this Blues beatdown could definitely seal the game for NC. They need 6 relics, but I think, yeah, okay, DT's gonna go ahead and get rid of the Blues beatdown, or get the Blues beatdown, and yeah, Moscow's gonna have to go ahead and get rid of this. Drops the fridge to do that, and now there's a guard. There's a fuck ton of things. Garbage dump, guard. All of this is on DT's bank. They're trying to push a score here, but they need to be careful because NC literally only needs 30 to win. So, like, y'all doing all of this fighting over here and not paying attention to the bank, y'all might just lose the game. Might backdoor the fuck out of you. All right. DT does get a 40% boost here. They are slowly trying to pull this back, but it's gonna be it's gonna be kind of difficult when they only need 30. But Orman can definitely lock in here, but let's go double check. Orman having to deal. Oh, this might be it. Okay. Orman doesn't have any HP. All right, there we go. Does get healed up by the Allura. Just very barely. They did stave that off. Orman with this invisible bomb glitch is, yeah. NC trying to make the push here in order to win the game. I mean, honestly, they have enough time. They have enough space in order for them to make this push. I would just go ahead and do it before it gets too much. It gets too close, and then you're not gonna be able to. Mess is gonna get taken out by Orman here. Yeah, like the closer DT gets to there. Oh no, that's not it. What the fuck was that? Was that Joel? Joel didn't deposit enough. He didn't have enough Wumpa. But I think this might be it. Dingo down. Yeah, there it is. All right. So, actually, wait a minute. That's DT's point, right? They won with a bigger diff. Yeah. Right. No. Yeah. This should be NC's point or DT's point. They won their match with a bigger diff. Okay, so maybe that was the reason why. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that will be DT's point. I did not even, I don't know, like I feel like I haven't fucking commentated and watched these in so long that I don't even fucking know the rules anymore, and I I wrote them. That's so bad. All right, so he's gonna pick Summer Forest. Who could have saw that coming? That shit was so funny. Like I literally didn't even realize it. All right, there's an ad break in like 50 seconds. I'm gonna just let this one go instead of fucking snoozing it because it's probably gonna take just as long for that ad break to start for us to get to the next match. So. Ad incoming. Okay, I do believe we are back. NC has already locked in on Summer Force, so check them out. They locked ready. Meanwhile, DT has not done a damn thing. Probably trying to figure out exactly what they want to do here. Well, I don't really know what to say here. Like, it's NC, it's Summer Force. Like, y'all just want to fucking forfeit this one, give them a point, and go to the next fucking map. DT thinking about this. Joel actually on Cortex here, and Massis picking up the Coco again. Dre still on Spyro. All right, here we go. Into the Forest of Summer. Here we are, Summer Forest. Oh my god, okay. Let me see if I like make this just 2 POVs, it might make it a little bit better. I don't know. Alright. So we got Moscow fighting over B gems here, kinda getting tore up. Orman ran over to A gems and then got them stolen, so but he will go back to A gems and end up having to deal with Dre. Dre will go ahead and stave him off, so he's gonna Dre's gonna get the A gems and then get the thief as well. So he's gonna have a stash already, and he's gonna jump on this bank. All right, let's take a look. See, 60% boost. Yeah, 60% boost on NC side. They already have a 70-point lead. Moscow waiting up top. I think. Okay, yeah, waiting up on top of the on this tower, and almost dead here. Elemental orbs are out. Does not look like NC's really trying to like fight for it right now. DT is definitely doing so though. Orman. Okay, so yeah, DT needing 15 relics here. I think Orman's trying to go around and collect these relics. Yeah, he's gonna go and try to play Boosteroo for a little bit. I'm gonna drop his 4 off. His team needs 10. Nobody on NC is going for this, right? The elemental orb. So let's go check out Masses. Masses over here with the Coco. It does have a stash. Kind of interesting. Okay, I see why he's getting harassed by Haley. That's definitely kind of scary. It's definitely kind of scary. You have 15 relics too. So he has the relics, but does his team have the rest of them? All right, yeah, elemental orbs will go to DT here, or excuse me, NC, and no, yeah, I was right, DT, and yeah, so Mass is just gonna put his relics into the Enchanted Tower, so not a bad power at all. But let's see exactly what they're gonna do here. And yeah, all right. Haley gonna go ahead and take out Moscow. Moscow getting a little bit of some gravity glitches there. Kind of yikes. And yeah, he can't get on this bank because of all the shit that's going on. But his team still does have a very solid lead. 60% boost still coming out. And that garbage dump is definitely probably a accidental placement. I can tell you that right now. Let's go check on Orman. Orman actually in the same area as Moscow, ironically. Trying to deposit his 130 stash here, but gonna chase Moscow to try to get a kill. Moscow does juke him, and Moscow's gonna get enough HP back to not be in death bomb range. So. All right, let's check on Masses. Masses on this Coco. I'm not sure if Masses actually did die here with the 15 relics, or if he just put the relics in somewhere, but he is collecting some more relics here. Maybe, okay, so DT already had 15 relics for this elemental orbs that came back up. Does deny Ducky from interrupting him from putting the relics in. Cannot deposit. NC only needing 2 for this relic station here, but Masses does not have it. Kind of lingering around, maybe try to make them focus on the wrong person here. But the garbage dump gonna go ahead and take him out when he slams, so that's gonna be a yikes. Orman dies to Joel, and DT does pick it up again, so Moscow playing booster Dingo Dial. Moscow gonna go ahead and die to the fireball lightning spam from the elemental orbs. Really nothing you can do about that. Dingo Dial, very big target, so you just kind of eat it. So all right, so DT has brought this back. Only about an 80-point difference now, 79 to be exact. But they do have a 90% boost, which is actually kind of terrifying on this stage if there's stashes out. But you would know if there were stashes out due to the gray bar. The potential Wumpa would just be so much higher. But they don't seem to have any right now, but they do have some potential Wumpa. It's just not like an absurd amount. Moscow kind of holding the bank line down until the boost is over, and that is exactly what happened. Orman over here. All right. Orman doing some movement tech and then into the jitterbug, but Orman might die here. Trying to play it safe. Really not doing so, but has avoided death. Man is literally okay, there he is. Moscow gonna go ahead and take him out. I was about to say, like, man is literally just kind of on death's door, just knocking at that shit, and death kind of sleep. All right, elemental orbs in NC's flavor here. I'm gonna go ahead and get the blue jewel, and he's gonna pick up this. He's gonna pick up the green jewel here, get big, get his HP back, and he's looking for a red one. And if I'm not mistaken, he literally just passed one. But either way, he's just gonna jump on the bank and score. And he does get the score at 247 that he had. Which is huge, so all right. Masses trying to get the relics here. A-gems will be gotten. Orman is a little too late on that front. Mess is going to go ahead and get that score off as well. 30% boost, and they do have about a 500-point lead here. So this game could be ending very soon. NC's very, very good at just kind of taking... NC's very good at, like, just taking out, like, enemies or taking out people very, very surprisingly on Summer Forest. Is the reason why it's such a dangerous map for them, because suddenly it's just like, okay, yeah, they don't have full potential gray, and then they get a 30% or 60% boost, and then they just win the game, and it's like, oh. Mass is still collecting these relics here. Moscow coming back from the death. All right, Elemental Orbs is back out in play. NC already having 15 into it. DT, on the other hand, will not get it. All right, so NC will go ahead and get this, and get the Epic Relic Station. And this is actually terrifying. I was about to say, you're just gonna ignore the fucking giant ball of green HP that I thought you were looking for. Yeah, that was definitely vitriol, hatred, and spite all at once. That was 100% hatred, vitriol, and spite all at once. Like, brother saw Ducky and was just like, no. 30% boost here on NC's side. They are getting closer to victory. They scored like fucking 14 or 400 when I wasn't paying attention. He will go ahead and take out Ormond there. Oh, right there it is. So the full percent, the full gray. Oh my God. Okay, 1975. Great band, by the way. Fucking yeah, they're 25 away from winning this with a. There it is. All right. All right. Host switch back to Summer Forest. All right, so 1603. That is quite a bit of time that they given that they have here, but again, it's NC on fucking Summer Forest, man. Like this. All right, here we go. How the fuck did Ormond's stream get so far behind, bro? Like, you can't make this up. Like, this shit is crazy. All right, Ormond gonna go ahead and win. What was that? 8 gems for his team, give him a 30% boost. Moscow knocking at death's door here. 60% boost actually on DT's side, but no score yet. Neither team has scored, and Moscow will go down, and that's gonna be a huge score for DT there. So they are already making their way. NC has not put anything on the board yet, but it does look like they are trying to get this elemental orbs here. Needing 19 more. Actually, on each side, they both need 19. All right, that's a lie. DT needs 9 now. Power drain at the top on NC side. Definitely more annoying than you would like it to be. Ormond gonna grab 8 gems and then right back around to this elemental orbs, and elemental orbs will go to NC. So that's gonna be kind of rough. They'll be able to make up this. They'll be able to make this up. Ormond trying to get this egg thief. Ormond gets fucking literally shot blocked as he uses the fucking cannon. Someone hits him and just knocks him out the sky to stop him from getting from flipping that gem set. Fucking yeah. Moscow just bodying everybody with giant dingo dials and massive hitboxes, because like the fuck else are you supposed to do? But NC has gone on and taken the lead here, 60% on their side, and they are trying to make a. All right, there's a lot going on here, and Moscow is basically just not being able to have it. Ooh, he almost gets juked up by Ormond. There's a fridge there for him if he gets close, but no, Haley's gonna go ahead and take him out. All right, NC has taken a nice almost 400 point lead. Ooh, Ormond's gonna get taken out by Moscow. three relics needed for elemental orbs. Moscow does have it. He's gonna go over here. Nobody's here, and knock knock. Here we are. All right, so elemental orbs are back for NC, and they have quite a bit of potential Wumpa. If they have any gem sets that can be activated, it might be massive too. But does look like DT does have that taken care of. However, this A gem set does seem like it's about to get captured, and that is the case. Yes, 30% here for them, and here we are. All right, Moscow almost dead here. Fridge saving him. Orman's gonna go ahead and get taken out. Moscow should pick up that green orb and just gets his HP back and turns big. But he's just gonna drop a fridge instead. But yeah, definitely not doing anything. They will get the elemental, the enchanted tower. 30% boost for NC is almost over. 1166 on their side. They did kind of pull away with it, so. %30 boost again on NC side. Looking more grim and grim. Moscow's gonna go ahead and die. Trying to get this elemental orb. Doesn't seem like that worked out for him. So. He's gonna try to clear up this guard. They only need one. They will get the enchanted tower. Moscow is gonna go ahead and die for it though. DT is going ahead and pulling this back. Orman they need 2 more on DT side for that elemental orbs. Orman put in half of it, but did not have any more. And this is Orman's gonna get bounced around and fucking dude. Enchanted tower, just fucking the targeting range, man. All right, elemental orbs again for NC. Great fight by DT, but no dice there. All right, Massis having all 3. Massis probably gonna go to the bank here and just oh yeah, okay. They did not get the enchanted tower. They don't have enough relics for it. Okay, all right. 1701 from that elemental orbs. Yeah, there's a massive push here. This is just getting rougher and rougher. Yeah, I do think that NC is just going to go ahead and take this point just by winning both games. So, who would have saw that coming? But we are likely going into final game here. Game 3-1 with this push. Okay, the score. Wow, neither one of them. Oh wait, I think one of them did get to score. However, they didn't. They did not get the boost, so which would have made this game way closer. But DT actually putting up a valiant fight here in order to make this work. But I don't even think even if they won this right now, I don't actually think they have the differential. I don't think anyway. I don't remember the score. But NC closing in on it, only needing 99 more in order to win. So Moscow definitely is walking his ass over to the bank, and there it is. All right, so NC gonna go ahead and take that to get these points. So. All right, let's see what the fuck going on in the chat. All right. We're hovering over Summit. I don't know if we're going to Summit, but we're hovering it. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we're going to Summit. All right. So this is gonna be the final match in this set. Game 3-1. Just need to see exactly where is where, or what is going to happen here. Masses flipping through Coco Cortex. All right, so something going on DT side. Uh, Ducky has gotten on Spyro. Haley and Pinks need to see exactly what the fuck they're doing with their characters though, because they're both Coco, and that can't be a thing. So. All right, Pink's on Gin Fridge. Haley gonna pick up the Coco guard here, and Ducky is going to be Spyro on Minefield. Okay, actually, Hey Franks, excuse me, is on the plant Coco. And then Orman looking to be on Trash Heap Roo. Maybe he might pick guard. I don't. I've never actually seen Orman pick guard with. Okay, I stand fucking corrected. Holy shit, I've just been wrong all tonight. Cool. Meanwhile, we got. I was about to say, is this a fucking mirror match? 3/4 of the team is actually mirrored The only thing that's different is the blocker of choice. We have Dingodile and Rue on. We have Dingodile on NC and then uh, Rue on DT. I don't know if Moscow just decided to main Dingodile or something, or change what character he wanted to play. All right, let's see exactly what's about to happen here. All right, we do have the Ekas activated. 30% on NC side, 40% on DT side, claiming the B gems. Uh, if you don't know, it's always better to claim the B gems if you have to give up between a set of gems, because they all come back at the same amount of time. So it's just better to have the extra boost. A gem's still being fought over here. Nobody has scored. 30% boost is over for NC. And 40%, about 5 seconds from being over. However, the Spiral will go ahead and score the 140 before that boost is over. Dragones is up. Only 6 has been put in on DT's side. All right, guard comes out on the NC side trying to get the score, and nope, no dice. All right, NC will not get the score here. Only score on the board is DT with the 140. What the fuck? Who the fuck pinged me? Oh. It was just a fucking everyone ping. All right, anyway. Still only 140 on the board. Nobody's gotten a score, but DT does have these dragons on deck here, and nope, no score. All right, there's a guard from DT. Moscow having to back off because, yeah, just not gonna be able to do that. So yeah, DT's gonna get some scores here. Orman gonna take out Joel. Massis doing some boosting over on A-Gems, and yeah, all right. DT getting the score up to 306. Ooh, this is okay. All right, guard here, power drain there. Massis trying to run around. Ooh, blocks the boombox, but yeah, can't do anything here. And now has Ducky on his tail. That's always great. And you have no HP. Yep, that's always great. Ducky gonna go ahead and get the fucking kill. Ika does get gotten by Ducky, and that is a squish. All right, so NC finally gets on the board here, 140. DT almost a 400, and now Ducky is about to take out Massis again. Oh yeah, too much stuff going on, so Massis is gonna have to kind of play around here. He is getting chased by Orman. Ducky trying to take out Moscow here, but Moscow's going to drop a fridge and then drop his relics in. All right, NC gets the dragons, but DT is up by about 500 now, so... Ika will get gotten by Moscow on enemy bank territory. All right, NC trying to push this in now. So, yeah, they're trying to make a push and get something on the board. 30% boost is over, however. The guard is down, and Moscow, nope, Moscow will not get to score due to the boombox. Massis playing blocker for a little bit. 40% boost on NC's side here. Massis being able to leave his post, gonna go try to get some more boost for his team. And then he's actually gonna get knocked through the fucking wall because, you know, wall is broken in the bad way. DT still up by about 300 here. Exactly 300 actually, yeah. Alright, he's gonna jump on bank. Massis, nope, will have to abandon. Does get the 30% boost again, so there is that. They're keeping their boost up, but the problem is just that they're not getting the score with it. So, Massis does get his 15 in, but that is just a waste of 15 because DT's just going to go ahead and get those dragons out with 2 15 drops. So, it'd be like that. Moscow going to get taken out by the guard-dragon combo. Guard is down now, but Massis cannot do this block. Yeah, he's not going to be able to block by himself. All right, Massis in dire straits here, getting planted, and yeah, gravity glitches. The fucking yikes with no HP and Ducky being like literally around probably every fucking corner. Orman will take out Massis there though. And Moscow is gonna get stomped into the ground, into the water, and DT running away with this firmly now. 30% boost with 1300 Wumpa in. Yeah, I think they're just gonna apply the pressure. But I could be wrong. So don't quote me on that. But yeah, they are definitely fighting. All right, Dre's gonna get taken out by Orman. Moscow. It looks like Moscow got fucking stomped. Yeah, he got fucking Ika. So brother got Ganon down there. Joel's gonna get taken out by Orman. Do believe that's quite a few of the NC members taken out, but they got taken out kind of spacedly, so they should all be back rather shortly. Dragons are back. Moscow coming in to break up this deposit party here. 30% boost for NC once again. but will they get to score anything with it? That seems to be the issue. They get the boost, but they can't seem to score. And if they can't score, then the boost doesn't mean anything. Okay, they do get the score there. I do see their score going up. We got a 604 now. Dragons needing 15 on one side and 11 on DT's side. Moscow, okay, so we need 11 on both sides now. Moscow put in the 4, but he's dealing with a swarm of players and not enough HP here. Drops his fridge, but it goes on the fucking bank because that's great. He does drop. He has to drop the second one for that reason, and his team does get the dragons once again. All right, so he's gonna be able to heal up because he has enough fridges on the goddamn stage. Because this game is great. I still hate that fucking auto, like the targeting. That shit is so bad. All right, C gems are gonna get gotten. So 70% boost here for NC side. They are bringing it back because they are actually getting the score now. All right. Oh, that! Oh my goodness, Mastis literally almost just fucking body slammed to his death. Orman getting rid of the power drain up top, and then has the cannon back on. He will get the cannon. Massis, yep, is going to take a L to Ducky. Not being able to really escape that. Another 90 does go on the board for DT. Getting closer to the end of this match, but we still got plenty of game left to play here. Orman playing around on the gems a little bit. DT does get the score again. Dragons is up, and Orman has enough for it for his team, but I'm not sure if Moscow is gonna let that slide. Yeah, you're gonna have to kill Moscow or at least trick him. Okay, Dragons does come out for DT again. They do have another, 1506. Oh, this is so rough for Moscow. At least there's no guard, I guess. And okay, I say that, but the Dragons are over now, so it's not as bad. DT is just kind of laying it on thick here in order to try to get this fucking score, so. Moscow almost dead here. Okay, yeah, he's gonna go ahead and die to Orman there. And DT's gonna go ahead and get another score off. Guard does come down from NC, but it's a little too late there. All right, they do. NC does get another score, 1001 finally. So they have broken the threshold, but and that's a yikes. Masses just went up an air vent and ran directly into a fucking Rue bomb. Ika will get gotten by Orman. There's a plant on the enemy on his team's bank, so he can't drop his guard, which would be great right now in order to kind of stifle this. All right, there we go. There's the guard. Orman is trying to get Moscow. Moscow gets away, and Orman's gonna deposit one for the culture. Massis having 3 relics, trying to get some more for these dragons. Because if DT does get the dragons again, this could spell disaster for them. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't this is NC's host too? So yeah, this would kind of spell disaster for them. DT does have full gray bar here, so this is actually okay. Gray bar is back down. It is controlled. All right, it's getting close though. 1776, and dragons will come out for DT. So this might be it. Orman does not have guard, however, and he's also very weak. And he's getting chased. Yes, he will die to Dre. Yes, but DT does have full gray bar anyway. So even without Orman at the current moment, so they may try to push and go ahead and get this W. Well, for this set anyway. And you still got to play game 2, 3, or 3-2. So gray bar is contained. It is not back. It is not at max. But NC is putting in a lot of wumpa during this whole little skirmish, and it's definitely gonna make the differential just not matter, or it's gonna make it a lot more harder to win by differential, because they're just gonna have so much time if they don't hurry up and close this out. Moscow will die to Ducky, and guard's gonna come down. This may be no, they don't have full gray. It's still rough though. Orman stream doing some PowerPoint presentation and rewind tech. NC having 1426 now, so this is yeah, that's getting close. Moscow's still holding his own here, but I ain't gonna lie, fucking Spyro. I ain't gonna lie, Spyro with Ika is actually super fucking irritating just because of how he moves. And then like on top of that, like when they get squished, you can just flame breath them. It's really, really obnoxious. So yeah. All right, so DT needing 30, 46 in order to win this game. Dragons are back up, and DT is very close to it. Orman on drop off the win. Messing around with some gems though. Not really sure what the thought process behind this is. I mean, I guess you can use them as a distraction, but other than that, it's really kind of pointless when you need less than 40 to win, or excuse me, less than 50 to win. Orman, all right, so they will go ahead and brute force their way through that, and yeah. But the differential, NC did pull it back, so 1426. So if DT gets 1427, they will win the set. fuck just happened? What are we doing here? Okay, Mastis in fucking training mode. And I don't even know what the fuck Moscow was doing, okay. Alright, well, here we go. Going into the final match of this set. So yeah, 14, if DT ends up getting 14-27, they just win the set. There's nothing else that can be done, so. So let's see what's gonna happen. Orman's stream is so far behind. What the fuck? All right. All right. NC does have a 30% boost here. Not sure if they're gonna be able to pull off any early scores. Mass is doing some movement here. Eco will get gotten by Massis. He's gonna steal that from Orman. Massis playing around here, trying to get some schmoves, and no, will not get it. No dice. 100% boost on NC side. Let's see what they do with it. Okay, so NC actually does get something on the board here before this 100% goes out. Yes, 552, which is actually quite massive, considering the fact that DT only has 87. And if they do get to that 420, that 427, that's needed, then NC's gonna or DT's gonna have to win the match in order to win the set. So, yeah. Ducky does get taken out by fucking Beyblade, uh, Beyblade Dingodile. Dragons will get gotten by NC. B gems are coming back up here, and Ducky's back. All right, 30% boost here for NC. They seem to be trying to get the gems and then just making some strong pushes here. Which I mean is a strategy, but Moscow isn't staying on the bank very much due to that fact. Which you think, I guess maybe. Orman's gonna get taken out. 60% boost. B gems are almost gotten. They might have 100% again. Yes, 100% boost again on NC's side. Okay, we're getting very, very close to that 14-27, in which case DT's going to have to lock in order to win this match because they don't even have 100 scored yet. I have no clue who exactly is blocking. Oh, it's Joel. Okay, Joel is definitely doing some blocking here, and it's definitely working out because, I mean, Moscow really hasn't even been around the bank. Ducky's going to get taken out by Moscow. Third time for this match. And oh goodness gracious. Okay, Pinks is gonna get taken out as well. And they scored again. All right, they are over that threshold. So yeah, this is looking super bad for DT. DT needs to actually win the match now, but the 100% boost is now over, cutting that gray bar in half, which is great because yeah, they were like so close to. They were really so close to like already winning the game with just a potential Wumpa. But yeah, the problem is like DT can't get anything to stick on the board because they're too busy having to block now because they don't have any momentum. This is rough. All right, someone just got taken out on DT's side. 1545 on this, and yeah, I think we're about to see dragons again. Dragons coming up on NC side. All right, no, does get interrupted by Ducky. He's definitely gonna have to abandon this. No, he does get it. All right, they get the dragons again. Gems are back up. If this all works out in that favor, then this actually might just be the end of the game. NC working around here. Massis getting some more gems. Moscow getting back on enemy bank. DT has not been able to get anything like started, which is just problematic. Like they just have not been able to start the engine of the car here. Yeah, they're getting kind of fucking rolled. 40% boost, 70% boost. Where's the last? A gems are almost captured too. It might be another 100%. Yes, another 100% boost on NC side. That's a full gray bar. They are definitely going to push here and try to win this game immediately. All right. Pinks is going to get taken out. Ducky's almost dead. Hey, French is out. Guard is coming down. Ika's out. 100. They need 95 more, and that is it. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Joel definitely deserved that. Looking at the stats, like, because Moscow was just not on the bank, but Joel was making it so they just could not fucking score, and I like the scoreboard difference here is just fucking crazy. Like Joel was definitely MVP there. I wish I had his POV because like brother was, and he had 150 boost with 9 kills. Like, what the hell was happening? Joel was just making DT's life a living hell. Nobody else on DT's team scored except Haley, and just goodness gracious, yeah, those multiple 100% boosts alongside dragons just really made that rough. But yeah, that will be the end of the set.
Wanna make this party you don't wanna skip. Gonna be a show to remember.